Hello, my name is Danielle Viste, and this is my annotated bibliography for Education 254, Health, Safety, and Nutrition for the Young Child, which is offered in fall of 2017. The first book for my annotated bibliography is called Brush, Brush, Brush by Alicia Padron, and I chose this book because it helps the reader to understand how to brush their teeth, the movements of how they should brush their teeth effectively, and at what time of the day they should be brushing their teeth, and why they should be brushing their teeth. A developmentally appropriate objective is from the book is that the reader, which would be the students, are learning how to brush their teeth effectively. An activity that I would want to do with the kids for this book is to go through the different motions to see how they should be brushing their teeth and to make sure that they understand those motions and how to do it themselves. An evaluation of the activity would be for the students to show me the movements of how to brush their teeth effectively without help or guidance from me. The next book that I chose is The Busy Body Book, a kid's guide to fitness. And in this book, it helps, or the reader learns what movement is good for the body and why it's good for the body, and helps to promote fitness as well to the reader. A developmentally appropriate objective for the book is to help the reader understand what movement is, how it's good for the body, and just knowing the different movements that they can do in their everyday lives. And an activity that I'd want to do with the class is to make a list of movements that they can do every day to help their bodies become active. And an evaluation for the activity would be for the class to tell me a movement that they would like to add to the list, but they would also have to demonstrate that movement to the best of their ability, and to also tell me the reason as to why they feel that movement is good for the body. The next book is called Be Aware, My Tips for Personal Safety. And in this book, the main character, who she goes by Agent S, she shows her different tips and tricks of how she looks out for the safety of her younger brother while they are out in public and just outside in general. So a developmentally appropriate objective from the book is that it gives the reader tips and helps them to understand how to look out for their safety when they are outside and in the public. An activity that I'd want to do for the book is to bring the classroom on a field trip to a local park or grassy area, or somewhere close to the school, but is within walking distance. And from that, I'd want the students to show me how they look out for their safety when they're out in public. And that also ties into the evaluation, which I'd want to see if the students understand what they learned from the book by showing me how they look out for their safety when they're in public, by going through the motions of what they learned in the book and the different actions, and making sure that they're looking out for their personal safety, their classmates' personal safety, and the group as a whole. Lastly, the last book in my annotated bibliography is called I Can Be Safe, A First Look at Safety. And in this book, it helps the reader to understand what being safe is and what the word safe means, and also helps them to understand who in their lives they feel safe with and what they can do in general to stay safe. And a developmentally appropriate objective for the book would be for the student or the reader to learn what safety is and how how to be safe, and as well as how to stay safe and the precautions they must use to stay safe. And an activity that I'd want to do with this book is to create a safety poster with the entire class, for the classroom specifically, so that they have a reminder of how to stay safe and also that they understand how to be safe. And to evaluate the students, I would want them to bring in a picture of either a person they may feel safe with, or an object that helps them be safe, and I want them to explain to me why that picture helps them stay safe. And with that, that is my annotated bibliography. Thank you so much.